I went back and added this to the beginning. If you just want to skip to the actual video and don't care about anything else, there isn't any police interaction, as I'll state here in a minute, but the police were called, and there will be future explanation of what all happened afterwards. But anyway, if you want to skip to the actual video, it'll be just after 3 minutes, about probably at 3 minutes and 30 seconds or so by the time this is done. This video is long overdue, especially since I had replied to comments stating that I was going to be posting a video later that day, and this was, well, it's been a week and a half or so now, I think, something like that. Anyway, so I recorded this once already, and I added too much commentary that it made the commentary just as long as the video, and I didn't want to do that, so I'm going to go into more details in a future video of exactly what this case entailed and what the future of our lawsuits are going to look like. I had also gotten sick just a day or two after my first video, and it's all been respiratory, and it's mainly been in my throat, which has been a sore throat. So speaking hasn't been the greatest. It's still kind of sore, but I wanted to get this video out there, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this posted, get it recorded. But that was also part of my delay, is I'm just now kind of getting over that sickness. In this video, I showed up at Missouri Children's Division in the city where I live in Rolla, and I was trying to get information, this time about a team meeting that I was not sent an invitation to, despite being required to be sent an invitation. And this is after previously trying to get so much information, specifically medical information about my child, that Children's Division had taken based on accusations only. Charges were filed for abuse against my wife and myself. Charges were eventually nollied once the evidence was looked at. The Children's Division and the juvenile courts ignored. But like I said, I'll get into all those details later. But this was me showing up to Children's Division to find out why I wasn't invited to the team meeting. And of course, I get to run around. The person here tries to state something about a judge ordering something that he never ordered. But anyway, I'm going to let this video speak for itself. This is a parent trying to obtain information from Children's Division that refused to communicate at all with the parent involved, mainly because they could not answer questions pertaining to my child. Wanting to know what was going on with my child's medication and his doctor's visits, and being told nothing about his medication other than the fact that Children's Division wasn't in charge of it or something along those lines. Like, why was a proper investigation never done? Why were they refusing to look at evidence? But anyway, so many questions. Like I said, I'll provide more details in the future, but I'm just going to let this video play. And even though there will be no police interaction in this video, I was not aware at the time that I left, but police were called, and they were called to respond on code 2. So, and they searched the building for me. But anyway, I'll get into all those details later, including the 911 call, my complaints that were filed, and I will also speak of the future litigation and go into further detail. But anyway, here's the video. Oh, one final thing. I was also officially trespassed from Children's Division by the Rolla City Police Department because of this incident, and my family is seeking litigation because of this unconstitutional trespass order from a government building where I actually had legitimate business.
Madison? Hey, so all communication with you is supposed to come through the attorneys.
Incorrect. Team meetings, I am required by law to receive an invitation.
Okay. Well, the judge.
By law.
The judge said that the communication.
The judge said.
I'm not arguing with you.
I'm not going to argue with you. The judge told me that he was going to communicate with my attorney. He said nothing about you guys. And not only that, Missouri law dictates, and your own handbook, by the way, do you know that? Your own handbook dictates that you send me an invitation 2 weeks in advance. 2 weeks in advance. I want your supervisor right now.
She's not here.
I want to speak to her.
Well, call her. It's Carolyn Gerber. You can make an appointment. But all communication.
You are a criminal. You're violating my rights and the law.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
I will be pressing charges. Are you going to get your supervisor?
She does not work in this office.
I want to speak to somebody that is in charge of you right now.
Well, she's not here.
Well, get her here. I want her here.
I'm not arguing with you, Madison.
You have my child, and you're violating my rights, and you're violating the law.
The judge said that communication needed to go to the attorney.
Your own handbook dictates that you send me an invitation to a team meeting. I want an answer from you. Why was I not given an invitation?
We sent it to your attorney, and she's supposed to.
What? No. Your own handbook dictates that you It's in a bullet point. It says parents, and then the next bullet point.
In most circumstances?
No, I don't care what most circumstances state. It doesn't say in your handbook, in most circumstances, does it?
In most circumstances, the judge has not ordered that all communication has to go through the attorneys.
He did not order that.
He stated it at the last court.
No, he did not. He stated he was going to talk to my attorney, not to me. He did not. You know what? That's fine. If you want to try to lie your way through this, it's not going to work.
I'm not lying.
Oh, you guys have lied your entire way through this entire thing.
You didn't make an appointment. I have a meeting.
I don't have to make an appointment. This is a state office.
I know, but to talk to me for this extended period of time, I have a meeting I have to get
Oh, when you violate my rights and a parent comes in here when the rights have been violated and the laws are being broken, you want to say I have to make an appointment for that?
I'm not.
No, I don't.
To talk to you through the attorney anyway.
Well, then don't violate my rights. Send me an invitation to the team meeting, and guess what? I wouldn't be here right now.
Okay, well,
if you would have sent me an invitation, I wouldn't be here. Have I been here before? Have I ever been here before? No.
Yeah, you were here last week in person.
Before this instance is my point, if you want to get smart. Before this instance, before you not inviting me to the team meeting.
Well, I'm sorry your attorney didn't relay that.
I'm sorry that you didn't follow your own handbook, you didn't follow Missouri law, and you're violating my rights.
Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. I will let Chris leave.
Of course you don't know what to tell me, because you have no answers because you're violating the law.
If he stays and harasses you, please call law enforcement.
Please do. Highway patrol, please. Or I can call, because I want an investigation done.
Yeah, I'm okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, that's all right.
Should I go make the phone call?
Do what?
Should I go make the phone call?
You and me, because you have to have my consent.
No, I don't.
Okay.
This is a public office. I just want to know if you guys are calling law enforcement. If not, I'm going to go make that phone call. That's all I want to know. Is anybody going to answer me? I just want to know if you're going to call law enforcement or if I need to make that phone call. Okay, I will go make that phone call. I will be back shortly with law enforcement.
At this point, you can clearly see I calmly left the building, walked back out to my car, but yet I was trespassed and law enforcement was called to respond code 2 for an active threat in the building. So like I said, I will do another video that goes more involved into the actual 911 call, what was stated, what was misstated, the refusal of the Rolla Police Department to allow me to report a crime. It is a Class B misdemeanor in the state of Missouri to file a false police or to misuse 911 services. And Kimberly Adair of Missouri Children's Division in Rolla did just that. She misused 911 services and falsely reported a crime against me. And the Rolla Police Department refused to handle it, and City Hall also refused to hold Rolla Police Department accountable. Like I said, I have details of all this in a future video to come. Thank you for watching, and I hope that my family's story can continue to get out there so that way we can have justice done and our government can be held accountable for the hell they put my family through for going over 2 years now.